Today, I would like to welcome back Yael Saar. She's the founder of Mama's Comfort Camp, an international support forum for mamas like you, like me. And she's here today to help us laugh. Stick around to find out how. When my twins were about 18 months old, some friends spent a super duper long time making them homemade bunny sweaters, coordinating. I had the wherewithal to put them in these beautiful sweaters, and I wanted to take a picture so that I could remember these sweaters even when they were, 10 sizes too small. So I got them all dressed, and I ran upstairs to get the camera because that was before, camera on your phone all the time. And when I ran downstairs, the twins had dumped all of the bath toys in a very dirty toilet full of, the brown stuff mixed with massive chunks of toilet paper. And they were stirring this like a soup with toothbrushes that they had found. And their arms in their bunny sweaters were soiled up to their armpits. It was at that moment that I just had to cry. And then it was a little bit longer before I really started laughing hard. These moments are priceless for many different reasons. And they shouldn't just stay in our own minds. And these stories of craziness and levity have a new opportunity to be shared, and Yael is going to talk to us about that today. Welcome, Yael.
So good to be here.
Thanks for coming back. So tell me about the evolution of these stories and how that fits in with supporting moms.
So I run a support network online called Mama's Comfort Camp with thousands of moms from around the world, and there's moms of newborns and grandmothers and moms of all ages and stages. And one thing we sure have in common is this feeling of like, oh my God, it stinks right now, but boy, this will be funny someday, right?
Yeah.
So this, over 8 years, this sentiment has come up over and over again. And and for a while now, I've been really wanting to create an opportunity and a system, a mechanism, a vehicle for the turning struggles into comedy. For many reasons, because laughter is healing, but also because comedy is actually, can be a tool of sedition.
Tell me about that.
When we laugh about the hard stuff, we expose the craziness. We expose the absurdity and the things don't have to be that way. So I feel like telling the hilarious stories of motherhood is both healing and can bring some change, social change. Like, the more and it's hard to talk about the hard stuff when we're serious, right? Like, It's not so common that people, say, we have to change the world because this very hard thing, I mean, yes, that happens in activist world, but that's not gonna go viral, right? Whereas things that are super funny, if they also expose a truth that needs to be amplified, comedy can do that.
And it can travel really fast.
Well, thank you, Internet. So with that being available now, I actually have this burning desire to help moms from around the world tell their funny stories in a way that can reach many other moms. But we started locally. Motherhood is a Joke was born out of collaboration with the Kitchen Theater here in Ithaca. It's a wonderful, progressive, innovative theater. And they contacted me because they have an amazing play called Cry It Out that does that thing of making you laugh, making you cry. and making you question why the system is so messed up. And so they approached me to talk about that play and how we can bring it to the moms in the Ithaca chapter. And my initial reaction was like, of course we'll bring it to the moms, but let's do something more interesting than just marketing a show. Let's create a production together, listen to this idea about motherhood as a joke. And they immediately loved it. And we tapped into this wonderful comedian, local comedian, Kenneth McLaurin, the funniest person I've ever met. And his amazing wife, Treese, also known as Sing Treese, one of the best singers on earth. And they are part of this team that also includes R.J. Levine from the Kitchen Theater. And we teamed up on creating these 4 workshops where we build a safe space to connect and find those hardships, find the strength in ourselves to be willing to take the struggles from the depth all the way out to the light of the stage, spotlight, mic, action. Not so simple to do that. So we have a process that takes 4 months. We meet once a month. What happens when 15 mothers come together to write comedy?
There are a lot of stories, a lot of self-doubt.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
And we laugh so hard till we all pee our pants. So we're going to have a performance in the Kitchen Theater on March 31st here in Ithaca. And we're also filming it together with the amazing Shira of Uplift Ithaca. So it will live beyond a one-evening performance. This has been the most fun project I've ever been a part of. And I've learned, the biggest learning from it was that, oh my God, there's funny everywhere. And I'm not scared to share the funny and the scathing. It can be really scathing, but it's funny. I can do it. And I don't have to have a stage. We do not need a stage or professional cameras to capture the funny and scathing moments of motherhood. Today, we all have, like you said, a camera in our phone, which is usually in our back pocket. And because we're trying to make fun of reality and not trying to pretend that reality is more beautiful than it actually is, we don't need a stage. Now, all I need to do is to get my courage to start talking to my iPhone in my kitchen next to my overflowing sink, or in my living room next to Mount Foldmore, which is, the never-ending family laundry pile. Because if I'm, the only time I watch TV is when I fold laundry, so it's on the living room sofa. So I'm actually building up my courage to share 2-minute snippets of "this is so funny I could cry."
Okay.
And then I'm inviting other moms to do the same.
So how do we join in?
So right now, if you're ready to start talking to your phone and make 2-3 minutes videos, find Mama's Comfort Camp on Facebook, and you can share them to our page. This is the very, very beginning of this project, and we are planning on creating a better avenue for this. There will probably be a YouTube channel. We're figuring this all out.
Okay, cool.
We have some amazing participants in our group who are growing growing our capacity to share, but we're soon going to be inviting everyone everywhere.
Great.
Yes.
So we'll start out by just sharing these clips on Mama's Comfort Camp.
Yeah.
And then we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, and feel free to tag me. Yael, I'm on Facebook. I'm Yael Saar, and then I can amplify the signal.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to laugh together and to tell our stories and enjoy the piles, whatever they may be, and wherever we find them.
Here's to laughing.
Take care. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.